Hello and welcome to my channel. Today it's the 4th of July, which basically means that I started playing Genshin 1 year ago, and I thought that it would be fun to make an account showcase to show you how my account is right now after 1 year of playing. So well, these are all the characters that I have been able to collect in the span of 1 year. For me, it is actually quite a lot, but maybe for other people will not be that much. But anyway, we'll get into that a bit later. Right now, I want to talk about other things. Starting with a bit of a disclaimer, and it is that I'm a slow player. I like to take my time to enjoy everything, like every aspect in the game, and one might say that I've not progressed that much. A lot of people achieve everything that I've achieved within a few months of playing, and I'm already in for 1 year, so I know that it might shock people, but yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way before you see my account and realize that in 1 year I may not have done a lot of things. But yeah, that's how I like to play, and I don't really care if that's how every other person plays, because everyone is different, and that's how I like to play. I like to give each nation its own era in which I will be doing my dailies and most of my exploration there, and also immerse myself in the atmosphere and the lore. And as you can see in the background, I'm still on my Liyue era. I'm AR 57, which I don't even know how I achieved it, because after everything that I've already told you, you might already have realized that I'm not even, done with the Archon quest. But yeah, I've been loving the game so much, and yeah, I want to talk a bit more about all of that. At first, I had a long Mondstadt era that I absolutely adored. The music, the atmosphere, it just felt very magical. So even once I had already finished the quests and I had done a lot of exploration, as you can see, I didn't want to leave, but I ended up moving to Liyue. By the way, all the 100% that you see have been achieved without using any kind of helping device, except Storm Terror's Lair, where I did use the interactive map quite a bit, and still I know that I haven't actually 100%ed it yet. By the way, I hate that 100% doesn't actually mean that you've completed everything. But yeah, I want to dive deep into each one of the different parts of each region and actually fully explore them. But I don't know when I'll do that because I'll need a lot of time. But who knows, you might see videos like that in the future, because I would really love showing you how I finish exploring every single corner of each region. Then as you can see, Dragonspine is almost done as well, but I need one last deep dive to fully complete it. That 96% has been done just by, exploring and doing quests. So yeah, I'll need a bit of a deep dive there. And well, then moving on to Liyue, I would say that it's my favorite region so far, even though I love Mondstadt. But I have a feeling that Sumeru will also become a favorite of mine. So we'll have to see. I just really love the nostalgic vibe of Liyue, the music. Like I have cried to some Liyue songs, okay? But yeah, ever since I visited Sumeru for the first time, I realized that it was going to be one of my favorites as well. I have not played that much on Chonyu Vale since it's new, but I really like the aesthetic so far, so I can wait to explore it a bit more. And yeah, I absolutely love Mondstadt. I've been loving Liyue so far, and I still want to dive a bit more into it before I move to Inazuma. That's why I'm still stuck here. From Liyue, I haven't finished the Chasm either. I have a kind of love-hate situation with it, but I'm eager to finish the story because I was really loving it back when I was playing it. I just needed to do some story quests before, but I'm gonna go back to it very soon, I think. And as for Inazuma, I finished the Archon quest, but everything else is not done yet. Yeah, that's why I want to play a lot more there and give it its era before I move to Sumeru. I did explore a little bit Narukami Island, but that's about it. Everything else, as you can see, is not done at all. Anyways, let me show you my map of the castle, because it's not that bad, okay, but there's a lot more to do. You can see that I haven't finished the story, as I said, but I'll do it soon because I was really loving it. And then, well, my Enkanomiya map is tragic. I've been there only once, and I found orientation to be very hard, so it gave me a headache, and yeah, I couldn't really progress much, but I love the music and the aesthetics. However, what excites me the most is finally moving to Sumeru, because I had a strong connection with it. You know, I had it previously with Mondstadt and Liyue, and as I was saying before, the moment I stepped a foot in Sumeru, I felt it too. But Inazuma didn't really do it for me, so I want to give it another chance and move my daily commissions there and start actually exploring and clearing quests in hopes that I'll eventually fall in love with the nation. But yeah, I'm very eager to continue Sumeru and fully immerse myself there. I know nothing about the Archon quest, but I know a lot of things about the characters, so I feel like I'm absolutely gonna love Sumeru. I've enjoyed it so far, even if it was just for farming, but the music, the aesthetics, and the atmosphere were chef's kiss. So yeah, I can't wait to get more of it. I can't wait to dive deep into its lore and exploration and everything, even though the region is huge, I agree. But yeah, I don't know, I'm very excited because it's very beautiful. And I'm also very excited about the desert because I love going there for farming, so I can't wait to see what's in store for me there. Like, I don't know what kinds of stories we're gonna find there and those kinds of things. Like, I've pretty much visited every place, even though I haven't been there much, and it was very intriguing and exciting. But yeah, as for Fontaine, I've been really liking it, even though I've not been there that much, of course. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've farmed a bit, done a few quests, but as you can see, it's not really that much explored. And well, the new area, I've only been there once. But anyways, now let's talk about the endgame modes, which I know most people are able to clear even sooner than I, but let's start by the Abyss. I used to be able to clear floor 11. I've never attempted floor 12 though, but I feel like it's gotten a lot harder recently, so I'm not even clearing floor 11 at the moment. However, that's totally on me because I really need to improve my characters and teams, which I'll show you later. But yeah, I know that it's entirely my fault, and I agree that it should, get harder from time to time. But yeah, right now it's too hard for me, definitely. Then, as for the Imaginarium Theater, I know it has received mixed opinions, but I do like it. I can't access the hard mode because I don't have enough build characters, but I tried the normal mode and it was fine. It was hard because I couldn't clear the boss with the characters that I had left by then. But I did like it. I think that it's an interesting mechanic. And I don't know, I like how different it is and how it kind of forces you to think outside of the box and outside of the teams that you have already built, right? So I really like it and find it interesting. It's just, again, too hard for me. But it's fine. I think that older players will enjoy it a lot more than I. Then I also started playing TCG recently, and I'm not that good, but I've been enjoying it so far, and I'm gonna show you my current deck. This is the team that I'm currently using. It's Alhaitham, Fischl, Kazuha, and a bunch of cards. I definitely need to improve, but I've been enjoying it so far, which is great. And then the other endgame mode, the teapot. Well, in my case, it's absolutely tragic. I'm sorry. I've also started to use it very recently because I struggled a lot to understand how it worked, but I started crafting furniture not long ago and I hope to start working a lot more on it soon. But for now, as you're about to see, there are mostly only gifts from events and that's pretty much it. See, like all those things are like souvenirs from the different events, and then on the inside I don't really have that much. See, I crafted that. Then behind I have some stuff from events as well, as I was saying. And then here I have a room with a lot more other things from events. And finally, on the other room, I recently crafted another set, but that's about it, really. Yeah. But anyway, so far I'm enjoying it, and I think that I'm kinda getting the gist of it, so that's what's important. And okay, now I'm gonna show you my characters and their builds, although I'm not gonna dive too deep into them because they all really need a lot of improvement, alright? Just, yeah, keep in mind that all of them are struggling severely, okay? And I'll hopefully be improving them soon. Feel free to make recommendations for the builds, but keep in mind that I value other things over meta, as you're about to see. First, I have Raiden. I'm definitely not gonna keep this weapon on her, but for now that's basically what she gets because I have nothing better for her, but I'll eventually change it, don't worry. Her artifacts, well, I mean, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. All my characters need better artifacts, okay? I have her C1, although I aim to get more constellations in the future, and these are her talents. Fischl, I'd say she's strong because she has some good artifacts, but she still needs improvement. I unfortunately have no constellations of her. I barely managed to get one copy of her, so I'm very happy. And these are her talents. Onto Bennett, I'd say he's quite strong too. I've been even praised in co-op for him, but I really don't understand because his artifacts are terrible. I guess he's just that cracked. I used the prototype Rancor on him due to the base attack and the aesthetic, and yeah, I need to definitely invest a lot on his artifacts because he'll be a lot stronger then. And well, yeah, actually I plan on doing a video since I want to do videos improving every single character of mine, so I'm planning on starting with Bennett. So yeah, that will give me a chance to improve his artifacts. And well, that's also why I still haven't activated his last constellations, because I want to save that for said video. So yeah. And these are his talents, which, by the way, I've never crowned a character yet. So just so that, you know, for the record. Kazuha is also very strong despite his trashy artifacts. I run him on Iron Stain. I have no constellations, and I honestly don't know whether to get some or not because, you know, resources are limited, but I've heard that his constellation 2 is quite good, but I don't know if it will be worth it, right? Anyways, these are his talents. And Zhongli, again, very strong despite the artifacts. I used to run him on Favonius lands, but I decided to switch to the Black Tassel recently, and well, I really need to work on him as well. His artifacts are absolute trash as well. But yeah, I will be investing on him, don't worry. I do not have any constellations, and these are his talents. Jean, the very first character that I ever built, I consider her to be very strong. I've also been praised a lot for her in co-op, but I still want to improve her. She uses Favonius Sword, very decent vendor for the artifacts, although they need improvement. And I have no constellations, although I would like to get some. And these are her talents. Wriothesley, he's strong as well, but I don't understand how, because he's not well built at all. He may have a few decent artifacts, so that might be why. But yeah, anyways, as I said, I'll be making dedicated videos for each character to improve them and max out their potential. So yeah, but now this is what I have to work with. So I run him on Withseth, I have no constellations, and I'm gonna show you his talents in a bit. They're not that built. I don't understand it. I haven't even leveled those up. Anyways, Coaching is one of my most recent characters, and let me explain, okay? But she's sharing the sword with Alhaitham, so when I use Coaching, I take the sword from him, and when I use Alhaitham, I get it back, alright? But I'm not running her on a level 1 dull blade, I promise. I've been farming quite a lot her artifacts, so some of them are good, but I still need to continue doing so. And well, I have no constellations because I just got her for the first time, and I will show you her talents in a minute as well. Oh, Hatham, he's very strong. I've been playing him a lot ever since I got him, but he does have some good artifacts, that's the thing. I do not plan on keeping this sword on him, but right now that's what I have. And I also look forward to improve his artifacts more, even though, some of them are already quite good because I had pre-farmed them, but yeah, I want more better artifacts for him and like a full set. I have no constellations, and these are his talents. Nari is very strong, probably my strongest DPS at the moment in terms of build. I use the Amos bow on him, but he also has some good artifacts, right? I still want to improve them, of course, but they're quite, maybe not super good, but definitely a lot better than the others. I have no constellations, and these are his talents. Now, Kakami is a tragedy because she's the very first limited 5-star that I ever pulled, but I haven't really built her. I haven't farmed her artifacts at all, so they are tragic. But don't worry, I'll eventually do it because I actually use her a lot, even in this state. She's very helpful, honestly, with her hydro application and her modest heals. So yeah, no cons, and these are her talents. I built Ningguang for the Navia I don't have, but yeah, I plan on making a Navia Ningguang team in the future. So I hope that I can farm the artifacts for both of them at the same time once I have Navia. But yeah, right now they're absolute trash, not even a full set. Well, I have the 4-piece set bonus, but that's it. And well, unfortunately I have no constellations, and these are her talents. Kaya, I used to play him on Riceley's team a lot, but ever since I stopped doing so, I don't know where to play him. So please tell me teams and recommendations, because I don't want to bench him, but I just don't know where to use him. His weapon, or his current weapon, because I really want to change it, is absolute trash, not even leveled up. And his artifacts are quite trashy as well, but I'll eventually go back to farming that pain of a set, okay? Just send help, because I hated that domain, but yeah, I will continue doing it. It's just that right now it's not a priority because I don't use him, and I have his C1, and these are his talents. Xingzhou is the character that's very strong in every account except in mine. I run him on the Dark Iron Sword due to lore and aesthetics, but don't worry, I have a sacrificial sword, so I might change it for the Abyss or just the hardest content in the game. But yeah, the rest of the time he's gonna be on this one because I just like it better. His artifacts could also be better, but I will be farming them along with Raiden, so that's not really a problem. And I have his C2, which is nice because I've had to fight a lot for those constellations, you have no idea. And these are his talents. Yao Yao is also a newer character that I haven't even been able to fully ascend, but I'm on it. I use Favonius Lance on her. Her artifacts are terrible, sadly, and I have no constellations. So yeah. Oh, and these are her talents. And finally, Furina. I literally just got her, so I'm still leveling her up. I'm using the sacrificial sword on her because I have nothing better at the moment, but I accept recommendations, and I repeat, I will use it on Xingqiao as well, don't worry, but for now she's going to be the one to have it. She also has, sadly, very sadly, tragic artifacts, because that's what I had. I tried to give her a bit of what I had already, but I need to go back and farm that so that I can improve also officials. And well, no constellations and no talents. I really should have done this before filming. Also, please don't kill me for leveling the normal attack up. It shouldn't be a surprise at this point of the video, but I always level it up. I like to level it up. And yeah, these are all the characters that I like and that I plan on using. Of course, I have others, but I have this thing where I won't level up a character that I don't absolutely love. I care about what characters are good and have synergies with one another, but I won't build a character just for meta. Which sucks, because I'm playing on hard mode. But yeah, that's how I like to play, even if I make things more difficult for myself. Anyways, now let's see the character archive and see, what other characters I may want to get. I don't plan on building Shelling, but bear with me. I'm trusting the Pyro Arcan to have a buff like Bennett, but without the circle, like more of a buff that the on-field character carries with himself, and also a form of off-field pyro damage, just like Shelling. Because I believe that she's the only one that has that kind of ability right now, right? So I think that she should also have some kind of special dynamic, maybe related to the bond of life, but who knows? Who knows? I'm just daydreaming here. I just think she'd be absolutely cracked if she was able to do what I've just said. She'd make any good, pyro character or that synergizes with pyro absolutely good. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what she does, right? But that's my theory. So that's why I'm skipping on Xianling. Other characters that I'd like to have would, for example, be Xiao. I love his lore and his playstyle, so I'd love to have him. But I started playing a bit late, and there are already a lot of characters and teams that I'd like to try, so he's not a priority. But yeah, I'd love to get him eventually and make a team. Actually, I've already thought that team. But yeah, I don't know if I'll get him. Though I'd love to, yeah, it's just, it's hard. Shunha is an absolute yes. She's one of my favorite characters, so I'll be polling if they put her on banner ever. Yaimiko, again, a character that I really like and that I want specifically for one of my teams, so I will be polling as well. Same thing for Nilu. I have a team in mind that I want to make with her, so wish me luck. Then Nahida, I had to skip her for Alhaitham, but I really need her for his team and for almost any Dendro team, right? So absolutely yes, I will be pulling when she comes back. Then it's a crime that I still not have Kabe, but he's never been on banner and I've never been lucky to get him from the standard. However, I trust he'll be on Nilu's banner, so I hope I get him there. And yes, I plan on using him. I don't realistically need Baiju since I'm building Yao Yao, but I might still get him depending on resources and luck because I really like him. I really want Nivelet as well, but I skipped him on his rerun because I pulled Kazuha and then I was saving for Alhaitham. But yeah, I'll definitely get him in the future. Navia, absolutely yes, I love her. Shenyun, I'll only get her if I get Xiao first, but I'd like to. Then I know pretty much nothing about Arlecchino, but I love her playstyle and design, so it's a yes. And now Clorand or Cloand depends. I have already too many electro characters, so I need to justify the pull. I have Raiden, I have Coaching for Aggravate, which is why I didn't pull for Sino, for example, even though I like him. So here's the thing. I have this theory that Clorand is gonna be a cracked overload DPS with the Pyro Arcan and maybe other Natlan characters. So if overload is revealed as her actual area of expertise, I will definitely be pulling for her. It'd be enough, really, because I love everything about her. But if not, I don't think I'll be able to justify the pull because, resources are very limited and I already have a lot of electro characters, right? So if she's just an upgrade, a bit of an upgrade, I don't think I can justify it. But I would love to get her. Now, let me show you my achievements real quick, because, I still have a lot to do. But yeah, just to, for the record, basically, because this is an account showcase, right? And I can also show you my completed quests. As I had said, I've just started Sumeru, but I decided to stop in order to clear a bit more of Inazuma. And then the story quests, I only started catching up with these when I realized that I needed to finish Ito's in order to finish the Chasm story. But yeah, I hadn't really been doing them. I had only done until Venti, I think. So I've been doing all the others until Ito's for a while because it's taken quite a lot of time. And I just finished it the other day, so my next stop will be the Chasm, definitely, because I really want to finish that story, because it's related to Xiao and I love him, so I can't wait to see how it ends. Also, I think I'm gonna meet Yelan, which is exciting. And finally, I want to show you my teams, though let me tell you already that they're not optimal at all. This was my main team until I pulled Kazuha, so it's the team that's carrying me through basically everything that I've played so far. But it's not my team, like my main team anymore, so I call it my starter team now. This is my current main team, which is a Reina Hypercarry team, and it still needs a lot of investment, but it's working just right. I want to improve the characters, although that applies for all of my teams, and I want to replace Fischl with Yaemiko. But it's a team that's really been working great for me, to the point that I switched my main team to this one. Now, this is my Aggravate team with coaching, which is complete in terms of characters, but not at all in terms of builds. But yeah, I'm very excited to play this. My Nari team, which I mostly use for Hyperbloom, so I usually do Kokomi instead of Jin. But I'm currently using Jin because I'm farming the Hydro Tulpas for Furina. So yeah, I need Jin instead of Kokomi, but yeah, it normally be Kokomi. This team will one day be a Navia team, a Navia Ningguang team, but right now it's just a mess. So yeah, I accept advice for this team and any kind of suggestion really. This will also one day be a Wriothesley team, like a proper Wriothesley team. That will make sense, but so far it doesn't. And then I have two Alhaitham teams. This one is not optimal at all, but has allowed me to play him. And the other one, which will be a Hyperbloom team. I will replace Yao Yao with Nahida and Jin. Well, here's the thing about Jin. I don't like Cookie, alright? So, I guess I'll be praying for Natlan to give us an Electro Team White healer that I can use on this spot, because if not, I can't really do the Hyper in Hyperbloom. But yeah. However, that totally depends on what Hoyo decides to release, so I'll be making a spread team for him first. But yeah, this would be like a dream team, honestly. Nahida, Furina, and an Electro healer. That would be great. And I think that's pretty much it. This is my account currently, exactly 1 year since I started playing. Feel free to ask questions or make suggestions, especially since I will soon be doing specific videos to improve my characters, so I'd love to implement your advice there. I really want to max out my character's potential, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. And well, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been very exciting for me and kind of nostalgic. And thanks for watching. Bye!